These two teams all tied after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And Jackson throwing once more. Forced out to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Finds Pickens out right. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 26. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. That's caught. It's Austin left side. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Harris running straight ahead. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Williams to return. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Being chased out left. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Jackson now. Flush to his right. Completes it to Aguilar. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
This is caught inside the 15. And taken into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Wilson. Flushed out right. 1 yards.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mike Williams, 53 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Have a sip of that.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Well, now how about this return? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To throw is Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9. Running from the gun with Henry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Wilson. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you down under. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now Wilson. That's to Freiermuth. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. With Harris. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
They didn't need a big play there. They just needed a conversion, but I'm really downplaying it, aren't I? Getting a conversion, picking up a 1st down, not easy in any aspect. How about that one right there?
Yeah, with the dive, knew where the line to gain was, went soaring past it.
Yeah, that's doing it by any means necessary.
Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Throwing now is Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Wilson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. This is 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro, good shit.
Defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did.
Oh, good shit.
Into the end zone for a Baltimore
Good.
touchdown.
Good game, bro.
It's a 5-yard touchdown run. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there?
Oh, it's streaming too.
He softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he
Oh, shit. I still get it. Oh, shit.
And that's exactly what he did there.
Okay.
Tucker now
like
to kick
it.
it away following the touchdown.
Okay. New rule. I got a resume.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here.
Oh, you was waiting on
as
that.
they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath. And boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man,
This shit.
Ravens able to get to him. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
You got to.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Oh, I tried to hold it.
That'll seal it. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Oh, you ain't doing me like that. Yeah, good game, man. Good game, bro. Oh, I can't believe that.
It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly